Hey guys, so this isn't usually what I do in my videos, but because I'm currently in my exam period, life has been really hectic, but I really want to share with you my experience on what I learned from my crush. Also next week, I'm so sorry I can't make a video because I have 3 exams in a row and I have to skip this coming week. Even now, I'm risking my exam that's going to be happening in 2 days from when this is uploaded. If you're new here, I'm usually not that bad. It's just that life has been really killing me. Anyways, so sit back, relax, and listen to me talk while watching this horrible League of Legends gameplay, which I started off mid-game. So I usually don't talk about my love life, but I feel like it's something that I can help other people who may have experienced the same thing as me, but don't know how to cope with it. So a long time ago, I joined a church youth group like any teenager would do in the first time going to church community. I met this guy. He was really friendly. For simplicity's sake. Fine, get this off the top of my head. For simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna call him John Smith. So this guy, he also went to my school. He's such an awesome guy. Like John Smith, we went to school together, we went to church together as well. So John and I became pretty good mates for the next few years of our lives. One day, we met this girl in school. I would always talk to him about her and ask him to be my wingman, help me and stuff. All those things guys ask their mates to help out with, After years, she kind of knew I was onto her as well. One day, it was finally prom night or graduation dinner. I finally had the courage to ask her for a dance. Man, was I nervous. I finally get to dance with the girl I liked in high school for years. Yay! I was just listening to the music and just we were really intimate back then. It's just we were just dancing, just really slow dance, and I was just hugging. I was enjoying that moment. I can tell she was enjoying that moment as well. She was holding me really tight. But little did I know, it was also the day when my best friend kind of betrayed me. The night after prom, the girl asked if I wanted to hang out at her place and maybe stay overnight, get some wine and stuff. And as a Christian, I decided not to, so I stepped out. I told her I promised another friend that I would bring him home safe and sound. It wasn't even a lie. I originally had that intention already. Next day at school, I noticed my friend John Smith that he wasn't really hanging out with me a lot that day. During that lunchtime, we went out for lunch and the girl tagged along. I was pretty happy about it until I saw John putting his arm over her and hugging her. I was walking behind him and I became the third wheel. My best friend going out with the girl he knew that I really liked for a long time. I never felt so betrayed in my life and so devastated. I was so stunned that I just couldn't talk. I mean, he never told me he liked her before. He was doing all these couple things in front of me, holding hands and those, spoon feeding each other, that kind of thing. It's kind of dumb, but yeah. I was kind of too nice to say anything, I guess. They acted like I wasn't really there. I felt like they were just shut me off. At that time, I had no one to turn to. I was so used to telling my friend John all my troubles, and vice versa. He would tell things to me as well, but I suddenly just lost my way. He didn't really like it when I bring this topic up, and often we just kept silent. And then eventually we just lost our friendship. I went away to New Zealand to do my studies, so we didn't really have a happy ending. But I think there was at least one thing that God wanted me to learn, which was really important. I remember reading a Bible verse in Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6, and it says, "Be strong, courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." At that moment, I was reminded that every human will sin eventually, and sometimes even leave you. Throughout the times, God kept me going. I think I learned how to think outside the box. I felt like God wanted me to learn to deal with these kinds of situations so that in the future I can prepare to face more like them. I felt like God was training me. He's trying to level me up to be a stronger person so I can defend myself. God wanted me to improve myself, and another important thing was that back in those days, I think I would only talk to John Smith most of the time and not really share my problems with God. I learned that I really need to be dependent on God, and that He alone can save me from all those troubles. Most of the time, I only talk to Him, and I never really express my problems to God. I guess it was a way for me to get back to God more. Although up until now I have still lots to learn, I think that God has really done great things in my life. Through many bad situations, I had something to learn that would make me stronger. This reminds me of a song, and Kelly Clarkson, what she said was, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Anyways, I hope you're enjoying this little speech. If you're new here, I would like to say thank you for listening up to this moment. I would love to welcome you to the Once Upon a Church family here. And once again, I'm so sorry that I couldn't make a better video. My exam is in like 2 days from when this video is uploaded, and I'm really busy. I'm so sorry. Hope you guys and girls enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time.